How to delete all the data Facebook keeps on you, without deleting your entire account. Facebook users who are concerned about the Cambridge Analytica data scandal and want to purge the data stored about them on the social network without deleting their entire account. Facebook users who want to restrict the amount of data gathered by the social network should follow these simple steps. Mark Zuckerberg's hugely successful social network has come under fire following the revelation that Cambridge Analytica, a UK-based political firm hired by Trump for the 2016 campaign, had improperly accessed information on 50 million users. The news has wiped off almost $50 billion from Facebook's market value as investors fear the dealings with Cambridge Analytica could permanently damage the social network's reputation, deter advertisers, and invite tougher regulation. Facebook has said the data was harvested by Alexander Kogan, a psychology academic, who created an app on the platform that was downloaded by 270,000 people. Make no mistake, this was not a data breach. This was exactly how Facebook's infrastructure was designed to work. Geny Gebhardt, Electronic Frontier Foundation. It says he then violated its policies by passing the data to Cambridge Analytica. Facebook requested the data of 50 million users be deleted from its database, but allegedly never followed up to check its users' information was safely disposed of. Alexander Nix, the head of Cambridge Analytica who was suspended on Tuesday, said in a secretly recorded video that his company had played a decisive role in Trump's election victory. Facebook holds a huge amount of data on its users. Much of this information is volunteered by its users' profile picture, photo albums, statuses, messages, friends, videos, comments, and events. And other data is quietly collected by Facebook in the background, like web history, location information, and even the time spent looking at each post in the news feed. If you remain logged into Facebook, the social network can see almost every other website you visit. And even if you log out of your Facebook account before you start surfing the World Wide Web, it still keeps a close eye. Facebook is alerted every time you load a web page with one of its like or share buttons embedded. Any websites that use advertisements sourced from Atlas Network will also track your movements. If you want to limit the information Facebook gathers on you without deleting your entire account, the Electronic Frontier Foundation has provided some useful tips. The data privacy watchdog says, Facebook has allowed third parties to violate user privacy on an unprecedented scale, and, while legislators and regulators scramble to understand the implications and put limits in place, users are left with the responsibility to make sure their profiles are properly configured. Addressing the Cambridge Analytica scandal, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF, says, the scale of this violation of user privacy reflects how Facebook's terms of service and API were structured at the time. Make no mistake, this was not a data breach. This was exactly how Facebook's infrastructure was designed to work. In addition to raising questions about Facebook's role in the 2016 presidential election, this news is a reminder of the inevitable privacy risks that users face when their personal information is captured, analyzed, indefinitely stored, and shared by a constellation of data brokers, marketers, and social media companies. If you want to stop that from happening, you'll need to stop your data going through Facebook's API. Thankfully, this is possible using the provided privacy settings. But keep in mind that this disables all platform apps, including services you might like, including Farmville, Twitter, and Instagram, and you will not be able to log into sites using your Facebook login. Log into Facebook and visit the app settings page, or head there manually via the settings menu apps. From there, click Edit under Apps, Websites, and Plugins. Then tap Disable Platform. If this seems a little too drastic for you, Facebook does let you limit the amount of your personal information accessible by apps that friends use. From the same page as before, hit Edit under Apps Others Use. Then uncheck the types of information that you don't want others' apps to be able to access. For most people reading this post, that will mean unchecking every category.